Hey Pisces, and welcome to your May 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And check it out, Pisces. These energies are so heavy and so vibrant for you this month. You have Death, the Sun, the Chariot, Strength, and the Hermit as major arcana coming forward for you. So that's actually 5 major arcana cards, and then the rest of your reading really presents something quite muted and more scaled back. So this is a month, Pisces, where you have to give something to yourself. This is the month where I feel like you can cheat on your diet, or you can eat more. Like I keep feeling this sensation of like eating or ingesting, which obviously energetically can signify a lot. But I just feel that it is so emphasize like what you're putting into your body. And I've felt this very strongly for all of the water signs coming into May, that the body, the health is probably the most important thing, even for those of you who are like functioning like at a completely healthy level and you're like, oh, I'm fine, I'm working, I'm in the relationship, I'm doing life, and I'm fine. You definitely have to take time to like check back in. I do sense like almost like not enough food or not enough of the right types of food for Pisces. So I do sense like perhaps there is a pattern of eating disorder, or not even like conscious eating disorder, but forgetting to eat, or even like digestive abnormalities, which are making like food not digest right or not process right. I feel like a lot of you are running off of like not enough real world energy. So Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, the last sign. You are the highest energy. You are out of this world, out of this dimension. And you and Aquarius specifically don't really function in the same type of consciousness that the rest of humanity does. So for this reason, things like eating, procreation, all of these lower brain aspects of life can escape Pisces very easily and can become quite stressful. Like, for example, Pisces might be more stressed out about food than about the promotion or about the job, or about, connecting to a different type of reality or a different paradigm, because that's so natural and so easy. But it does feel like there's been like a separation in Pisces from the mind to the body. It feels very separated, and it feels like it's incredible for you to let this be the end phase of that separation, and to really step into a stronger phase of integration between like the mind and the body. Some of you might even be feeling inconvenienced by your bodies. Like perhaps some of you have gotten into some kind of accident or are recovering from something, even if it's not an accident. It does feel like a recovery month. You have 4 of Swords and the Hermit together, which is such a strong energy of, healing and nursing wounds, even old wounds. And then you have Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups. So very passive, easy, slower energy coming in. And even though you might be feeling like there are a lot of strong endings, you might not be feeling as vibrant or present as usual with Strength reversed. I really feel Pisces to make the most progress probably of any sign this month. You have the upright Chariot. A lot of other signs have had that reversed, which is like a lack of progress and a hurdle or an obstacle. You also have the Hermit. And the Sun and Knight of Cups upright. So all those are such motion-oriented signs, movement happening. So a great time to get your body moving, a great time to be exercising, a great time to be pushing forward on the project, to be doing the move, something that is, using energy. Although you have an integration there. You have the 4 and 8 of Swords and those and Queen of Cups, which deals with pulling back a little bit more and being a bit more passive with your energy. So how can you integrate that, Pisces? How can you rest in ways that you never have before? How can you, while you're working, learn to rest as you're doing that and recharge yourself to a point where like actual resting phase becomes that much more healing and provoking for you? The energy of success is around you with the Sun, Strength, 8 of Swords. It's like the success is right there, but you might not be looking at it, that blindfolded energy. Also with the Hermit having like the head down, you might need like a little bit of extra light. It might be dark. It's hard to see how much success is actually around you. Really remove the blindfold. Look at the obstacles or prisons or traps, barriers that you've built, which you can easily come through. It does feel like, and Pisces does have a tendency to find these situations often where there are obstacles or barriers which block you, but again, you're like a fish. It's very hard to trap a fish at least in a natural environment. They're very slippery and oftentimes small creatures, so it's very easy for you to like wriggle your way through boundaries and barriers. So do that. I do feel that this is a month of kind of like getting out of jail or escaping jail or something, basically, is what I keep hearing. And it comes through, obviously, with death reverse as your central theme, such a big deal, like accepting the ending, accepting that some chapter has ended and is over. Really sit with the world. For those of you who are like very into tarot, I do feel the world as well for you, even though it's not in the reading. I feel that you will learn more clearly about how to come through an ending phase of life by sitting with the world or reading up on the world Major Arcana card. As I feel that there is something that you're really holding on to, like kind of holding on to dead weight or dead foliage. Anyway, Pisces, I want to go ahead and get into the week to week and give you some more details about what is coming forward for this month. Week number 1, you have 4 of Swords, rooted down by the Hermit. So this is the time of the month to rest, I feel. This is the time to pull back. This is the time to heal what has been hurt or broken. You can do it very quickly here. And also a time to get to the bottom of like how you worked in an unanticipated way. So how you contributed to a situation in a shadow way, or how you contributed to your current position in ways that you perhaps in the past weren't going to take accountability for. I do feel accountability is emphasized in the first week, and through this reflection and quiet anticipation, you learn and like dissolve a lot of karma, dissolve a lot of situations which may have been generated to show you your contribution to certain situations, whether that be positive or negative. Week number 2 in May, I feel with the Sun and rooted down by 8 of Swords, that you are seeing the barriers which you didn't know existed. So an expansion ultimately is happening, an expansion of what you want, an expansion of who you can be. And with that, you see like the next layer of what's inhibiting or blocking you. So don't be afraid to see that, though. Sometimes with the Sun energy, we can go into 8 of Swords. I find those two cards to have a very strong symbiosis together, because when the light is shown, when the truth is illuminated, sometimes people want to not believe it, or we're more comfortable having been in the dark. And Pisces is a darker sign. You know, you are the 12th sign, you are water sign. You have surpassed the light, so sometimes the light can be kind of like blinding to Pisces, and you would kind of rather be in a safe, dark, and wet place. But it is encouraged for you, like as we are moving into Taurus time here, to really enjoy your surroundings, to really like be aware of them. Nice food, nice comfortable experiences, comfortable new clothes, perhaps like even new cars or new houses for some of you. I just sense the need for comfortable surroundings to be important. It's like your posture has not been so well for long, or you've been in very uncomfortable scenarios. So reward yourself here if you can. Week number 3, the Chariot, rooted down by Queen of Cups. So emotional progress and like obviously if you're making your surroundings nicer, also physical progress as well. But with that connected to the Queen of Cups, I feel it to be like a realization, a memory coming back that you hadn't remembered in a long time, and ultimately like a light bulb type of moment. You know, like you remember something and it connects the dots, and you ascend to the next paradigm, or you go into like the next phase of reality. Like I sense like you're in this house that you've lived in for like 10 years, and you're like, I want to get out of here. And then you're like sitting in one day and you're working on something, and this memory comes up and it connects like why you're stuck in your current situation, and you realize it. It's like you go out and you like meet the next soulmate or something, and like 2 weeks later you're in some kind of foreign place. Like I do feel like Pisces can really generate fairy tale type of situations during this time, and I also feel that Pisces can move really quickly and have like very big changes. Having said that, it's not really a time for Pisces to try that hard at it. Like if it comes, it will come. And I do feel like throughout all of 2018, it's this type of year for Pisces, so don't freak out if it hasn't come yet in this month, but for a lot of you, it will. In the 4th week, you have Strength reversed, rooted down by Knight of Cups. So difficulty keeping secrets, or placing a lot of emphasis on secrets or hidden aspects. You know, with the Sun having come in and shown a light onto some of those hidden things, it pulls forth a lot more questions, perhaps. What beasts do you need to tame? Oftentimes I feel that Strength reversed, it's like feeling unable to face something, feeling unable to handle the truth. That's another thing that keeps coming forward with 8 of Swords connected to the Sun, and also Strength reversed. I feel like a lot of people are unable to handle their truth. Perhaps these are people around you, or perhaps these are people from your past, or it could even be you in some cases, depending on the surroundings. Make sure you find yourself able to handle the reality. Pisces is not a reality sign. It's very much a fantasy type of sign. which can be good and bad depending on the circumstances. Don't be afraid to become more connected to openness and honesty. Honesty is a big deal for Pisces this month. You can really transcend a lot through finding what honesty means to you now. Death reversed is your central theme again. Do not be afraid to find the honesty and then not let go of honesty as a principle, but let go of the vehicle or the catalyst that has that, like the actual action, like somebody lied to you or somebody cheated on you, for example, and you find out about it and you face the honesty, you realize what that means, you make the proper changes, let go of the whole cheating thing, get past it, move on with your life. Pisces, when it holds on or holds grudges, really struggles to move. It's like an anchor for Pisces because it's too weighty, too much of this dimension, too much of earth energy. Not really even earth energy, but it's below the Pisces archetype to really hold grudges. So that's a big thing for you, balancing that. You are human nonetheless, so you're going to be hurt and you're going to remember that. How can you work with that type of energy in a way that pushes you forward and helps you to accomplish your goals versus, anchoring you down and trapping you? A beautiful month to make progress, a beautiful month to do the business, a beautiful month to move forward in ways that you never have. I'm sending a lot of love and light to you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate that. Your likes and comments mean the world to me. You can check the description box below. I'm on Patreon. I do a lot of exclusive things there. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. So leave a comment if this was good for you, and I will be back in June to give you guys much more love and content. Bye.